Bro, he ain't even do nothing, bro.
He ain't did nothing.
Not the way, guys.
Y'all trying to film me. I mean, y'all put the picture in the jail. He ain't did nothing.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm asking.
Bro, they give me a hand. Bro, you don't know what I was thinking, bro. Bro, you don't know what I was
Man, he ain't
thinking.
driving.
Bro, what is you doing, bro? He didn't do nothing, bro. Man, let him bro. Why though? He
Bro,
ain't
he
do
ain't do
nothing,
nothing.
bro. We'll talk in a minute. Let him do what he what did he do though? To even call it shit going on? He didn't do.
Yeah, that's what we was hollering. We was hollering the same thing, bro. Free J Rock, and then the report came out of what actually happened.
J-Rock has been arrested by the Los Angeles Police Department.
The 39-year-old, whose real name is Johnny Reed McKenzie, was pulled over by police yesterday around 6 p.m. It's still unknown why he was initially stopped. LAPD says McKenzie tried to leave his car when officers wouldn't tell him why he was being detained. Police also said a firearm was left behind in the car. He was booked on suspicion of felony weapons violation. In 2019, J-Rock won a Grammy Award, and later that year, he received the key to his hometown of Watts.
J Rock arrested for felony gun possession, seen caught on camera. J Rock has been arrested for felony gun possession, and the whole interaction with cops was apparently caught on video. The rapper was arrested Thursday evening in Los Angeles after the rapper was allegedly trespassing at the Nickerson Gardens housing project in Watts. Police say J Rock was trespassing, and when they tried to detain him, he tried to flee. J Rock was arrested and booked on suspicion of felony weapons violation after he was stopped by police and allegedly tried to flee when officers wouldn't tell him why he was being detained. Watch the clip. J Rock's got his hands behind his back as multiple cops mill around the scene. He's clearly upset, yelling at officers as they drag him away. LAPD sources tell TMZ officers were on foot patrol in the area and requested backup support to handle a large crowd where J-Rock was present, and he was stopped for trespassing. When they tried to detain him, he allegedly tried to take off, but he was stopped and his car was searched, which is when officers allegedly found the gun, which he's prohibited from possessing since Jay is a former felon. Rock was arrested just before 5:30 p.m. Pacific time and booked on a charge of felon in possession of a gun. About 3 hours later, his car was impounded. It is not clear if he's still in police custody or he's being released. Jay is a big deal in the West Coast rap scene, signed to the label Top Dog Entertainment, and he was a member of the now defunct hip-hop group Black Hippy with Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, and Ab Soul. Rock won a Grammy Award for his song King's Dead back in 2019, and we caught up with him just a few months ago to talk about his old pal Kendrick, as well as rapper SZA and Doechii. We reached out to J-Rock. So far, no word.
You know, unleaded. I gotta go get it. 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 My name gon' hold up. My team gon' hold up. My name gon' hold up. My team.
Lady, daddy, daddy, slide on me now. Pass me some syrup. Put me in the car.
Okay, so there's a couple of things, right? If this is true, it's bad. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, I'd be a lie if I said, hey, riding around your old neighborhood and you got a strap on you and you in California and you somebody who was J-Rock. I ain't gonna lie. And who his bros is, shout out, NH to the BH. But there's a saying that I will keep on repeating that Kevin Gates said, because I think it's eloquent, and I think more of the young men who don't understand it, who need to hear it, they need to hear more. And he said this, he said, if you gotta be in a place where you need a gun, you don't need to be there. Now, granted, he got family there, he got people there that he loves, he got homies and everything like that, and it's nothing like going back to the old space and old place where you used to walk through and it smells, and you get older, you can appreciate these things, you can look at stuff you want to buy, invest into the section and all that and everything like that. And that's all fine and dandy until you sitting there in a jail cell and you questioning why you even went there. At times, question your own motives. Just gonna be fair. Now, could he beat it? 100%. So I think it's very important to understand, what do you mean trespassing? Was it just him or was it other people? Because we only seen one person there. So if the police are saying, hey, bro, you trespassing, we're going to arrest you for that, they have to do that. Like, they have to. So I want everybody to understand, the cops in California, they're not like the cops anywhere else. They have code in which they had to adhere to, right? And California in particular, we definitely have a code. So this is what it's called. It's called AB 2773. Requires police officers to state the reason for traffic or pedestrian stop before questioning. Understand, before they even arrested him, they had told him, hey, bro, we're about to detain you for essentially trespassing. I doubt highly that they did that. So basically, the purpose is to reduce pretextual stops when officers stop people for minor charges to search for evidence of a larger crime. It's to de-escalate police interactions that could lead to conflicts. Requirements. Officers must state the reason for the stop before questioning. And watch this. This is where it gets real interesting. This is where the hood lawyer pop out. Officers must document the reason for the stop on any citation or police report. Officers cannot start an interaction by asking drivers why they pulled over, because this is cars as well as pedestrian, right? Officers cannot stop people, their race, ethnicity, or gender. Exceptions. Officers can withhold the reason for the stop if they believe it's necessary to protect life or property from an imminent threat. Defense attorneys can use AB 2773 to challenge the credibility of law enforcement testimony. They can also use evidence of police misconduct and defense narratives and plea negotiations. All right, so here's the biggest thing, right? Because people are probably going to harp on that last line and be like, well, Seti Nash, they said it's necessary so police threat or imminent danger. Cool. But if it was imminent danger, they said that the pistol was in the car. They said they searched the vehicle first. That's what they said. Well, they didn't search the vehicle first, but first thing they said was, oh yeah, we searched the vehicle and then we found the firearm. If J-Rock says, you know what, officer, which I'm 100% sure, he said nothing to the police except for why y'all pulling me over, why y'all stop me, and all this stuff. The police had to show, oh, there's a non-trespass for him to let him know you're not supposed to be here. So there's that. I dang near guarantee you they don't have that. And if they do, and J-Rock did that, that's on him. Like, bro, eventually we can't take up for you if you the one slapping yourself in the face. So J-Rock getting arrested right there, saying that the gun was in the car. Garden versus the state of California will say, well, if multiple people are known to drive that car, you had to basically have that gun where J-Rock is at, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, if y'all argue, oh, the threat of him, yeah, that's cool and all, but how is it a threat if the gun is inside the car and y'all arrested him outside the car? That makes no sense. That's like saying, oh, somebody just walked past the gun store and they happened to be a felon and you arrested him. It doesn't work that way. So he definitely has a legal chance of beating it, even if it's deemed to have been his, got fingerprints and all that crap on there. There's two things that's working for him. So that's Garden versus California, and then that's 2773 AB. So we'll see how this pans out, man. I hope for the best for him. J-Rock, as far as I know, is not a bad dude. I mean, he was one of the first big rappers that I got to talk to as far as California that had notoriety when I was on the up and up rapping. So I wish the best for Buddy, and hopefully he beats it. But as it stands right now, he stands a good chance because they didn't catch it in his car. You get what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Now, procedurally, if they decide they want to search the car and all that crap and everything like that, he ain't got a leg to stand on. But I think that bill is going to help them essentially establish that, because if he hasn't been trespassed, like it's no signature for him or no video proof of him basically acknowledging that he's not supposed to be here, he's going to be better than good. Now, if I'm him, bro, you got to operate way, way better. This right here is one of the dumbest things you could have did, because You're a face. You a face of the Nickerson Gardens, bro. It is what it is. We know that. I know that. They know that. Everybody knows that. So J-Rock gotta sharpen up on that one, bro. Like I like Buddy as far as his music go and as far as the person that he is. You know, from what I know about him, he a good dude. But you can be good and do stupid stuff, and this just happens to be one of the dumb things that happened. And it's only dumb because he got caught. Let's make no bones about that one. It's only dumb that he was detained and he got caught with it. If he been riding around with it, never got caught, then he's not dumb. But these are the consequences in which you have to take when you riding around doing stuff you're not supposed to do. Cuz is a felon. He got enough money. If he don't got a violent felony, bruh, you definitely should have got that expunged off your record and got your license. It makes no sense in this day and age for anybody who has money without violent felonies and all this crap not to have their firearms. It just makes zero sense. So in the case of J-Rock, bruh, I hope to God that this is a wake-up call for you and anybody who's in the streets, especially if you're watching me in California and you ain't got a felony that's violent, bruh. Get your gun license. It's stupid. It's beyond dumb these days to get caught with a gun knowing you can legally own one. What's the point? Like, bro, here's a license. Here's this little license right here, bro. I'm good to go. It's just like driving a car without a license. Just makes no sense to me. But share to keep your people aware. Subscribe to Nobel Stay Notified. We reloaded.